when we had you on the phone, I think like a year ago, and it was right after you had pulled your deadlift.
Yeah.
I had asked you, I'm like, man, if somebody chips it, they just barely beat you. You didn't say that you would come back, or maybe you did. You said it was a maybe. It was a hard decision for you to make at that time when I asked you. Is that decision way easier now that you're a little bit further removed from it?
Oh, God, yeah. You know, if someone was to come and pull 501 kilo, good luck to them.
Yeah.
You know, it's fair play. You know, if they can do it, I know what it takes. And I'll be the first man to come up and shake the hand. I will, because I know what it takes. What I will say is that the world record went up by 1 kilo a year for the best part of 40 years. Yeah. And then in one day, I added 37 kilos to that. So I did something special. I did something real special.
That would be like somebody running 8 seconds in the 100 meter. I mean,
exactly. About Usain
Bolt. Put it in
Bolt.
Perspective,
Yeah.
Right? Someone all of a sudden out of nowhere runs fucking 8 seconds.
Yes, it would be like Usain Bolt knocking 0.8 off his world record, pretty much, yeah. And I just feel like, you know, if someone were to come and break it by 1 kilo, it's a bit catty, you know. It's like if you're going to break it like a man.
Right.
But, you know, I can't be that naive enough to say that nobody's ever going to break it, because I believe there are people out there that can break it. I believe Thor can break it. Has he got the genitalia to go out and actually get it done? We'll see. You know, we'll see.
Look at what he did for the deadlift. You know, if you look at like the last maybe 2-3 years or so, since you hit that record, I think maybe last year there's like 5 or 6 people doing over 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing. You created that. I think that's awesome.
It's definitely raised the bar, literally, in the strongman world. And, I mean, it's like Thor now. You know, Thor's going for this 501 kilo deadlift. We wouldn't even be talking about that if it wasn't for me. You know, people would still be thinking it's not possible. Do you know who Roger Bannister is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the first man to run a 4-minute mile.
Yeah.
It was, and this is reality. If you Google it, everybody, exactly the same as me. What an idiot. What a dickhead. It's impossible. Like a deluded motherfucker. He did it within 2 months. I think 3 other people did it within 2 years. 50 people.
No, there's high school kids and stuff that do it.
Yeah, exactly. It was just one man that gave the sort of world the belief that it can be done. And I did that with the deadlift. So I made people believe it can be done. And that in turn takes everyone's training up a peg. And as you say, like 1,000-pound deadlift now are just popping up everywhere. It's like the normal. The normal thing is 1,000-pound deadlift in strongman now. And who knows, you know, maybe 10, 20 years from now, maybe 500 kilo will be talked about as a normal thing. You just don't know.
So you talked about it earlier, how Shaw should have won one and took off. So he's won multiple. Thor's won multiple. You've won one. Because you were the first to pull that deadlift, do you think that you are able to walk away because your legacy is set? Because I think that's why people hang around too long, because they want to be, I won the most. Or
they want that something special to say. They want that something special to say, yeah, I've done it, let's fuck off.
So do you think you've done enough for your legacy as far as an athlete?
I think so. I think I've become the Roger Bannister of strongman. Literally, you know, I've set the standard now for everyone else to chase. Yeah. And it's like, do you remember who the second man to run a 4-minute mile was? And I always say this and people kind of know the answer. Americans know the answer more than UK. But who's the second man on the moon? And you might know the answer to that. But 1,000 years from now, are they going to remember the second man on the moon? Are they? Fuck. They're only going to remember Armstrong, you know? Mm-hmm. And that's the reality. And I think that for me, that was that takeaway moment for strongman, was like, I've done it now, you know, I've set the standard of, I believe that deadlift has potentially set me in the stone as one of the, if not the strongest man in history. And if people want to argue that, then come and fucking pull more, you know, come and fucking show me how to do it then.